1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister today unveiled new political map of the country that truly represents aspirations of the people of the country. President has stressed the need for promotion of artificial intelligence and information technology to compete with the world. 432 new cases with 15 more deaths from coronavirus have been reported during the last 24 hours. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, a complete shutdown would be observed tomorrow as Yawm-e-Istehsal. A prestigious US magazine, Foreign Policy, says Modi's illegal action in the occupied part of Jammu and Kashmir has only brought more violence and uncertainty. The first Test match between Pakistan and England will be played at Old Trafford tomorrow. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan today unveiled a new political map of the country that truly represents aspirations of the people of the country. In a televised address, he said the new map supports the principled stance of the people of Pakistan as well as the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir about the Kashmir issue. A meeting of Federal Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Imran Khan was held in Islamabad today. The Cabinet discussed overall political and economic situation of the country and accorded approval to different agenda items. President Dr. Arif Alvi has stressed the need for promotion of artificial intelligence and information technology in order to compete with the world. Addressing a ceremony in Islamabad today, he said cooperation between governance and science can lead the country to development. The president said the fourth industrial revolution through the internet, virtual reality and artificial intelligence has changed the pattern of life as these technologies have enhanced not only the communication but also productivity. He urged the Ministry of Science and Technology to work for adopting modern technology, including drone and robot technology in agriculture sector to boost up the productivity. The total number of coronavirus patients who have recovered in the country has reached 249,397 after 524 recoveries over the last 24 hours. According to the latest statistics, there are now 25,065 active cases in Pakistan. 432 new cases and 15 more deaths were reported during the last 24 hours. The death toll from the virus stands at 5,999. The number of coronavirus cases across the world has crossed 18.4 million, while the pandemic has claimed more than 698,000 lives so far. More than 11.7 million patients have recovered from the disease across the world. The United States is the worst hit, where cases have mounted over 4.8 million and death toll reached over 158,000. In India, deaths from coronavirus in a day have hit the world's highest daily total with 803 deaths and over 50,000 infections. The world's second most populous country has the fifth highest death toll and continues to try to reopen after lockdown. There are more than 18 million confirmed cases across the world and 693,000 deaths. Police Martyrs' Day is being observed today across the country to pay tributes to those police personnel who have rendered their lives for the security and stability of the country. Special events are being held at provincial headquarters and at district level to highlight the services of police force. Provincial governments have announced compensation packages for the heirs of martyrs to support their children for completion of education. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. The nation will observe Yawm-e-Istehsal tomorrow to express solidarity with the oppressed Kashmiri people on completion of 1 year military siege of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. It was on the 5th of August last year that the special constitutional status of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir was scrapped by the Modi government. A host of events have been arranged in order to denounce the Indian unilateral illegal actions against Kashmiri people, as well as the atrocities being carried out by the Indian forces in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Imran Khan will address AJK Assembly tomorrow to reaffirm Pakistan's support to the cause of Kashmiris. Solidarity walks of 1 mile will be arranged in all the main cities, including the federal capital. President Dr. Arif Alvi will lead the walk in Islamabad. An all-parties conference chaired by Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi in Islamabad today discussed matters pertaining to Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Later, talking to media, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi appreciated the opposition parties for giving valuable inputs in the meeting. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said the parties were also appreciative of the briefing given by us on the lingering dispute. The foreign minister said a special session of the Senate has been summoned tomorrow and a joint sitting of the Parliament on Thursday to express solidarity with the Kashmiris and give a clear and unanimous message to the Modi Janta. Minister for National Food Security Syed Fakhr Imam has asked the United Nations Security Council to call an emergency session on the deteriorating situation in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In a video message on PTV, he said Pakistani nation will observe Yom-e-Istehsal tomorrow as a day of solidarity with their proud and valiant Kashmiri brethren. Fakhr Imam said Pakistan is steadfast in its support to the Kashmiris and it will continue exposing Indian atrocities at every forum. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, a complete shutdown would be observed tomorrow as Yom-e-Istehsal to denounce illegal, immoral and unconstitutional step which New Delhi took on this day in 2019 to strip Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir of its special status. Call has been given by the veteran Hurriyat leader Saeed Ali Gilani and supported by almost all pro-freedom leaders and organizations. In a statement, All Parties Hurriyat Conference said that by observing a total strike tomorrow, the people of Kashmir would prove to the world that they would not accept the forcible occupation of Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, the authorities have further intensified curfew and other restrictions in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to prevent anti-India protests and other pro-freedom programs tomorrow. Kashmiris living abroad would assemble outside Indian embassies in large numbers in all major capitals of the world on the day and forcefully record their protest against the Indian actions. A prestigious U.S. magazine, Foreign Policy, says Modi's illegal action in the occupied Jammu and Kashmir that it claimed would bring peace and development to the disputed region has in fact only brought more violence and uncertainty. According to an article published in the magazine, he said that even during the coronavirus pandemic, when many conflicts have been on hold amid the United Nations call for a global ceasefire, New Delhi has intensified military operations in the held valley. The article said decades of Indian forces' brutalities have hit civilians the hardest, forced disappearances, torture, rape, and a brutal response to protests have become a normal part of life. The article has been written on the eve of the anniversary of India's August 5, 2019 revocation of Jammu and Kashmir's special status and its military siege of the disputed state. A UN report has claimed that North Korea is pressing on with its nuclear weapons program. The report by an independent panel of experts monitoring UN sanctions said North Korea's past 6 nuclear tests likely helped it develop miniaturized nuclear devices. Pyongyang has not conducted a nuclear test since September 2017. The interim report has been submitted to the 15-member UN Security Council North Korea Sanctions Committee. And now cricket. The first test match between Pakistan and England will be played at Old Trafford tomorrow. The match will start at 3 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather report. Mainly hot and very humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain with thunderstorms is expected at a few places in Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir. And with that, we come to the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.